When factoring with no c term, you want to divide out what the two terms have in common. So the best way to get started is to break up the terms so you can see exactly what each is made up of. So in number 1, I have 8x squared plus 4x. So the x squared means that my 8 has 2 x's and my positive 4 has 1x. So I'm going to start by looking at the values. So 8 and 4. And I want to find the greatest factor that goes into both of those. So both 8 and 4 can be divided by 4. So I'm going to divide each number by 4. And that's going to leave me with a 2 and a 1. I also want to consider my x's. So the first term has 2 x's and the second term has 1x. So they each share an x, so I'm going to take an x away from both. So I'm going to be left with a 2x plus 1. I'm going to put that in parentheses, and then what I have taken away I'm going to put in front. So the 4 that I divided by and the x that I removed. That way, if I would distribute that 4x back into the problem, it would come out to be the 8x squared plus 4x. So 4x times 2x minus 1 is my final answer. So number 2, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to break everything apart. So my negative 3 has 2 x's, and my positive 12 has 1x. So if I look at my numbers, negative 3 and 12, I want to find what they have in common. Both numbers can be divided by a negative 3. So I'm going to put that negative 3 in front since I'm taking it away. I'm going to look at the x's as well. So I can take an x away from both. So I'm going to have a negative 3x in front. Now for what's left over, I'm going to take negative 3 divided by negative 3. That's going to be a 1. And I'm going to have an x with it. So you can either write it as 1x or just as x. It's the same thing. And then 12 divided by 3 is a negative 4. So minus 4. So if I would multiply that negative 3x back in, I'm going to end up with negative 3x squared plus 12x. So my simplified expression is negative 3x times 1x minus 4.